everyone, today I was going to post a video at my own house, but I got a little bit caught up because of all the storms going on outside lately, and I'm at my grandma's house currently, and so I found this old train set that I barely ever used that I got a long time ago, a couple Christmases ago, and so I'm going to build that and see what it looks like. I'm going to have some camera difficulty because I have to use my phone today, but other than that, let's get started. You may have noticed I didn't do the "Hey guys, it's Lady the Magical Engine" in my intro today, and that's because I was busy. I want to explain first off why I posted a video that I wanted to post, because I wanted to post a video that was going to be very interesting for some of you. Anyways, let's get a look. Here is our engine. It is a GMD FX 06237. It's pretty good condition. It's an express train. And I have some freight. We have barrels, the coal car, and the wood. Then we also have this, which did not come with the set, but came with another set I used to have, but gave away that set except for this piece because I really like using it on any train set because it's a train station. So time to get started. The camera's going to be a little bit bad today. Please don't scream at me, because I really couldn't do much better than this due to all the storming. And because this set is very large, I'm going to be moving on to the floor. Moving that out of the way. So first, I've used this once or twice, so I remember a little bit how the tracks go together. I think you should have 2 pieces on each of those. And then, so the way these go together is the pieces have little studs on them. And other pieces, like this one, have little holes. So you set the studded one down and put the one with holes on top, and they click together. Well, not actually click, but they go together. And so you can make a large, elaborate track if you have many, many sets of these. And this one didn't cost that much. My uncle got it for me. It only cost him about $5. And it works really well. From the last time I used it, it did. And so here's the first outline. I put 3 circular pieces and then 2 straight pieces there because we have more circular than straight. Between the track is more of a loop than a straight route, which is not something we really see in Thomas and Friends a lot. We see a lot of straight tracks, and some of the tracks do have loops, but not normally that many. And today, because I'm going to be building this real quick, and I don't want you to have to watch me try to spend an eternity putting something together, I'm going to talk about some things that you might want to know. So, because I probably won't ever do like draw my life type thing, I wanted to explain a little bit of it to you in this video. So, how do I start? Okay, so first I'm going to say my birthday is in November. And it's not in the late November or not early November. It's pretty moderate. I My birthday is November 21st. I was born in 2005 and grew up going to a Christian school. Yes, my belief is Christian. I don't hate you if you don't believe in Christianity, but I do. And so, I know the audio is terrible in this video, but so, I grew up out in Tennessee and went to a Christian school. I lived on a dead-end street at the time and not many people came by. We hadn't had neighbors for quite a while, and then a nice man moved in. His name was Mr. Binkley. A couple weeks before that, we had found a cat and we named her Teeny. She had continually come to our house for food after we fed her for the first time when she stumbled upon our house and our dog. I pretty much adopted her. She never became an indoor cat, but we did like having her around. She killed squirrels and birds sometimes, but mostly she wouldn't hurt humans unless you tried to hurt her family. Next, a lot of people ask me, what is my favorite Thomas and Friends character? And the answer to that is probably a little awkward to most of you, but it's actually Toby. So, most of you probably recognize that name, and a lot of people are going to question me for that. Like, why is your channel called Lady if you like him so much? And it's like, you can calm down. Just because he's my favorite engine does not mean I still don't like the person my channel is named after. I actually very much appreciate Lady, and I appreciate all the girl characters. I remember I grew up a little bit on Thomas and Friends because it would come on I forget what the channel is called anymore on TV. It used to be like NPS or something. But it would show different shows that were educational, and one of the shows it would show late night before the adult shows came on was Thomas and Friends. And so before bed I would watch it. And back then, my favorite engine was Emily because of how headstrong she was, and she just kind of appealed to me. But I especially seemed to have feelings for Toby because he seemed a lot more, just didn't show up that much. Just kind of like me. When I was young, I didn't show much in the social chain. So, that's where my adorance for him came. Then, another thing that I think I should talk about is why don't I upload videos more often? Ooh boy, this is going to be fun to explain. So, I haven't become a full-time YouTuber yet, like TTSC. I was always thought of YouTube as cool when I first discovered it. And a lot of you want to know probably how I met TTSE, and I'll explain that to you in a second. But first, I don't upload weekly or anything because it takes me quite a while to get things together and get a video planned. And so that's one explanation. Next, I'll answer the question that I just told you about. How did I meet TTSE? Well, I finally moved from that dead-end street home when Mr. Binkley moved and my cat Teeny disappeared after having kittens. The people that found the kittens wouldn't let us have our kittens, and we had a very big suspicion that they killed my cat Teeny. Because she had not shown up, we had called her for weeks, and they were going to let the kittens die, so we were sure that they didn't want to see them. So after a couple months, after the school year ended, we finally sold our house and moved into a bigger city. Not Nashville, not Knoxville, nothing big like that. Just a little bit bigger than the small town I had come from. I'm not going to mention the names because you guys might track me down, and I really don't like that. I'll probably tell you where later, but for simplicity now, we're just going to stay in Tennessee. So I lived close to southern Middle Tennessee, and where I lived was nice. We had most of the things, and I still live there now, and one of the big things we have is they've been expanding and growing since I moved there. Well, in the 5th grade, which was last year, I'm only in 6th. In the 5th grade, I met TTSE. This was before he had his channel, keep in mind. We had just met as friends because I had moved schools to a smaller school that was not rated Christianity and was not private. I had just moved into a public school. A big step for me was we had new technology. You see, at my old school, we only used our Chromebooks once or twice because, there was really no need. Our teachers could give us handwritten assignments. We played on them, of course, but at the new school, we used the Chromebooks quite a lot and watched YouTube videos quite a lot. I was amazed by this. At my old school, we'd never watched videos unless it was a movie for a learning subject. So, I was amazed. Then, me and TTSE became friends. My first friends there, I'm not going to say last names, but it was Mackenzie and Ella, 2 girls with very good imaginations who I could talk to sometimes. Our friendship drifted apart, though, as I got new friends such as TTSE and another girl named Ayla. Ayla and TTSE got into a fight in the middle of the year, so I tried to solve it, and eventually by the end of the year, they fixed their problem. And so, we go to a middle school now, and me and TTSE still talk around middle school. So that was kind of a little bit of an explanatory video, and now I've gotten this built. So, we've got the track built. I'm going to find the start button. And there's that. Now remember last time I used it, you need to add cars slowly. Because if you added them all at once, they wouldn't go right. So first I put on the coal car. As you can tell, the coal car is a little bit rickety. So let's put on the next car. Next in white is the barrels. Okay. So yeah, it does not take long. Oh, come on. So here we go. Let's try that again, but this time because the coal car is being annoying, let's not put that on. Oh, I just realized the barrels are missing wheels, so we won't use them. Let me grab our final car. So this would have been the final car, the log car. Let me attach it. So that one actually worked. And I know I'm probably doing this lopsided for you all, and you're all going to be like, what? And tilt your heads. But it's just the way I've been recording because I record in no studio. Don't really have quiet, and I don't have a mic or a camera yet. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video so some things would be cleared up and to upload. And so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Again, this is Lady. Bye.